Every day, people all over the world celebrate their cultural heritage simply by living their lives in a way that embodies who they are and where they come from.
April 18 is World Heritage Day, and it encourages us to celebrate the diversity prevailing in the world and to bring awareness for the important monuments and sites, and to espouse the importance of preserving the world's culture. Now let us explore some of the world's famous heritage sites.
The Galapagos Islands are located in the eastern Pacific Ocean, 973 kilometers off the west coast of South America. The group consists of 18 main islands, 3 smaller islands and islets. The actively volcanic islands are home to fascinating creatures found nowhere else on Earth, including marine iguanas, giant tortoises, flightless cormorants, and a diverse variety of finches. They are famed for the large number of endemic species that piqued the interest of Charles Darwin in 1835. Darwin suspected that these species have adapted to a unique diet, and this variation is because of differences in their genes. In 1978, the Galapagos area became the first site to be placed on the World Heritage Site in recognition of its value as a living museum and showcase of evolution.
The chariot in the sky, the Sun Temple Konark, is dedicated to the Hindu sun god Surya and conceived as a giant stone chariot of the sun god with 12 pairs of ornamented wheels pulled by 7 horses. It is also known as Black Pagoda, built in black granite during the reign of Narsimha Dev I of the Eastern Ganga dynasty. It is located about 35 kilometers northeast of Puri on the coastline in the state of Odisha. The temple is said to symbolize the passage of time, which is assumed to be governed by the sun god. It is widely known not only for its architectural grandeur, but also for its integrity and profusion of sculptural work. It is depicted on the reverse side of the Indian currency note of rupees 10 to signify its importance to Indian cultural heritage. It was declared by UNESCO a World Heritage Site in 1984 and is one of the most visited Archaeological Survey of India protected sites in India.
Greetings for the day. I am Shivani Gupta of class 12D and I will be telling about Roman Colosseum. Colosseum, also called Flavian Amphitheatre, is a giant amphitheatre built in Rome under Flavian emperors. Construction of Colosseum began during 70 and 72 CE during the reign of Vespasian. It is an elliptical structure made of stone and concrete, and it stands 4 stories tall at its highest point. It measures 620 by 513 feet and could hold as many as 50,000 spectators. The Colosseum was famously used for gladiatorial combat. Construction of the Colosseum began under Roman Emperor Vespasian during 70 and 72 CE. The structure was officially dedicated in 80 CE by Titus, Vespasian's son and successor, in a ceremony that included 100 days of games. Later, in 82 CE, Domitian completed the work by adding the 4th story, that is, the uppermost story. Unlike earlier amphitheatres, which were nearly all dug into convenient hillsides for extra support, the Colosseum is a free-standing structure of stone and concrete using a complex system of barrel walls and groin walls measuring 620 by 513 feet all over. Three of the arena's stories are encircled by arcades framed on the exterior of engaged columns in the Doric, Ionic, and Corinthian orders. The Colosseum was built as a part of imperial effort to revitalize Rome after tumultuous years of the four emperors 69 CE. As with other amphitheaters, the Emperor Vespasian intended the Colosseum to be entertainment venue, hosting gladiator fights, animal hunts, and even mock naval battles. In the year 1349, there was an earthquake which severely destroyed a part of the Colosseum. The gladiator fights were stopped during the reign of Emperor Honorius in 404 AD when an Egyptian monk visited Rome and opposed the bloodshed in the combats and animal slaughter during the gladiator games. This Egyptian monk, Telemachus, was mobbed and killed for stopping these violent games. As one of the few mostly intact structures of the Roman Empire, the Colosseum stands today as a monument to ancient Rome's architectural and engineering prowess. It is also a major source of tourism revenue for Italian government. In 2018, the Colosseum, Roman Forum, and the Palatine Hill together brought in $63.3 million, the highest revenue of any tourist attraction in Italy. The Colosseum is important because it is the grandest amphitheater from the time of ancient Roman Empire. Its real name is Flavian Amphitheater, while citizens of the empire used to call it just amphitheater. Moreover, right near the construction was a huge statue of Emperor Nero, which became another reason why people started to call the arena as mostly people know it today. Thank you.
Greetings to all. Today, I, Diya Jain of class 12D, am here to tell you something about Sanchi Stupa. Sanchi is a Buddhist complex famous for its great stupa on a hilltop at Sanchi town in Raisin district of Madhya Pradesh, India. It is located in 46 kilometers northeast of Bhopal, capital of Madhya Pradesh. The highlight of the region is the great stupa of Sanchi, founded thousands of years ago by Emperor Ashoka and decorated with some of the best Buddhist artwork in the world. Kesaria Stupa is a Buddhist stupa in Kesaria located at a distance of 110 kilometers from Patna. Sacred Sanchi, the town of Sanchi, is synonymous with Buddhist stupas, hemispherical structures typically containing relics of the Buddha or his followers. The stupas of Sanchi were constructed on the orders of Emperor Ashoka to preserve and spread the Buddhist philosophy. Sanchi has been protecting these beautiful and sacred architectural wonders, just the way these wonders have been safeguarding ancient history and art of the Mauryan period. The great stupa at Sanchi has been the focal point of the Buddhist faith in the region since it was built by Emperor Ashoka in the 3rd century BC. Each of the gateways has 2 square pillars with a set of 4 lions, elephants, or pot-bellied dwarfs supporting a large grid with 3 architraves. This picture represents the different parts of a stupa. Sometimes after the 12th century CE, Sanchi was abandoned and its monuments fell into disrepair. In 1818, British General Henry Taylor came upon the site and documented his findings. Sanchi Stupa today. Today, the Great Stupa at Sanchi is one of the most famous tourist spots near Bhopal and a prominent Buddhist pilgrimage site. Scores of people visit the structure every day to get a glimpse of the region's architectural heritage and to understand the cultural history of India at a deeper level. Currently, you can see around 50 additional structures and monuments on the hilltop where the stupa is situated. I would like to state a few facts about Sanchi Stupa which are lesser known. The Ashoka pillar located at the Sanchi Stupa complex is known for its 4 lions standing back to back. The national emblem of India is derived from the Ashokan pillar. These 4 gateways represent courage, love, peace, and trust. Though the stupa at Sanchi was built over the relics of Lord Buddha, it is believed that he never set foot in the village of Sanchi.
Hampi is a village situated on the bank of Tungabhadra river in Bellary district of Karnataka. Declared as UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1986, it served as the imperial capital of Vijayanagar, arguably the largest, wealthiest and most powerful kingdom in South India and greatest Hindu empire in the medieval period. Hampi was known by various names at different points of time. Hosapatna, New City, Vijayanagar, City of Victory, Vidyanagar, City of Learning or Hampi. Pampa Kshetra, Pampa Purne after the local goddess Pampa, was worshipped even before the 17th century CE. Beside the site of Hampi comprised mainly the remnants of capital of Vijayanagar Empire. Hampi's spectacular setting is dominated by river Tungabhadra, hill ranges and open plains. Among the surviving remains the Krishna Temple Complex, Ganesha Group of Temples, Achyutarya Temple Complex, Vithal Temple Complex, Patta Birama Temples and Lotus Mahal Complex can be highlighted. Suburban townships surrounded the large Dravidian temple complexes containing shrines, markets, residential areas and dams, which applied the unique hydraulic technologies and skillfully integrated the towns and different architecture with surrounding landscape. The Vithal temple is the most unique structure on the site and represents the culmination of Vijayanagar temple architecture. It is a fully developed temple with associated buildings like Kalyan Mandap, Utsav Mandap, and this complex also has a large step tank with a ceremonial pavilion at the center called Vasant Utsav Mandap, well and a network of water channels. Another unique feature of temples at Hampi is a wide chariot street flanked by the rows of pillared mandapas, introduced when chariot festivals become an integral part of the ritual. The stone chariot in front of the temple is also testimony to its religious ritual. Most of the structures at Hampi are constructed from local granite, burnt bricks and lime mortar. The gopuras over the entrance and the sanctum have been constructed with stone and brick. The remains unearthed in the site delineate both the extent of the economic prosperity and political status that once existed, indicating a highly developed society.